Good morning students, class 11. Enthalpy chapter is not enthalpy, sorry, thermodynamics chapter is going on. So in thermodynamics, in my previous video I told you about enthalpy, introduction of enthalpy, change in enthalpy, how to find it out. In your syllabus there are two terms which are not there, that is heat capacity, how to relate heat capacity with enthalpy. This year it has been omitted. So directly I am coming to other topic related to enthalpy, that is various types of enthalpy and Hess law. That is my topic today. So enthalpy of a reaction. Actually I told you previously that enthalpy H, it do not have any significance. We can only calculate the change in enthalpy, that is delta H, which is having very importance in thermodynamics in the reaction of gaseous substances. So what is enthalpy of a reaction? Suppose whatever may be one reactant is A, the product is B. A has been converted into B. So previously some enthalpy was there with the system in A, and in B another enthalpy is there. So what is the change in enthalpy? Final enthalpy minus initial enthalpy will give you the change in enthalpy, and that is the enthalpy of a reaction. Of a particular chemical reaction, when you calculate the change in enthalpy, that is called enthalpy of a reaction. Now related to enthalpy of a reaction, certain terms are there whose definition you have to learn. I have written the definition. I am reading those definition and try to understand the meaning also. So first is standard enthalpy of a reaction. Enthalpy of a reaction is change in enthalpy associated with any chemical reaction. That is called enthalpy of a reaction. Now standard enthalpy of a reaction is what? Standard enthalpy of a reaction is the enthalpy change for a reaction when all the participating substances are in their standard states. Again I am saying, standard enthalpy of a reaction is the enthalpy change for a reaction when all the participating substances are in their standard states. Standard states means what? That you have to know. So the standard state of a substance at a specified temperature is its pure form at 1 bar. That means pressure is constant. As I told you earlier that most of the chemical reactions are performed at constant pressure. 90% of the reactions are performed at constant pressure, and enthalpy of that we can calculate properly. So pressure is constant 1 bar. Temperature is a particular specified temperature, and the substance which are reacting is in the pure form. That is called standard state of a substance. When the reactants are in their standard state, then the change in the enthalpy of the reaction is known as standard enthalpy. Standard enthalpy is denoted by delta H0, or sometimes you can find in some book this symbol is there. Standard enthalpy means this sign is there. In the degree 1 O or 0 type of sign is there. So this will say you that it is talking about standard enthalpy. Okay. Next is molar enthalpy of standard enthalpy of reaction. Under standard enthalpy of reaction, there can be enthalpy of fusion, enthalpy of vaporization. So many things are there. Enthalpy of formation. So I have written molar enthalpy of fusion. Similar definition you can write for molar enthalpy of vaporization, or it can be written as standard enthalpy of fusion. Both are same. Molar enthalpy of fusion or standard enthalpy of fusion, both are same. So similar definition can be written for standard enthalpy of vaporization or molar enthalpy of vaporization. So what is it? Molar enthalpy of fusion is the enthalpy change that accompanies melting of 1 mole of a solid substance. Fusion word itself suggests that it is something related with melting. So enthalpy change related with melting of 1 mole of a solid substance in standard state, that is called standard enthalpy of fusion. 1 mole of a solid is melting in its standard state, that means it is in pure form at a particular temperature and pressure is 1 atm bar. Okay. In that condition, what is the change in enthalpy? That is called standard enthalpy of fusion or molar enthalpy of fusion. And this is designated by this letter, that is delta, FUS for fusion, H, and this one is for standard, that is this 0, or in this line is also there in your NCERT book. So this is the symbol for standard enthalpy. Okay, now I will discuss about standard enthalpy of formation. Definition of standard enthalpy of formation. Before that, I told you about standard enthalpy of fusion. I told you that standard enthalpy of vaporization can also be written in the same way. Even standard enthalpy of sublimation can also be written in the same way. Same kind of definition will be there. Only the process is different. So what is standard enthalpy of formation? The standard enthalpy change for the formation of 1 mole of a compound from its elements in their most stable state of aggregation. That means the elements from which the compound is made up of, the element was in the stable state, from there I am making the compound. So that change in enthalpy is known as standard molar enthalpy of formation. I am making 1 mole of a compound. The standard enthalpy change for the formation of 1 mole of a compound from its elements in their most stable states of aggregation is called standard molar enthalpy of formation, and this is the symbol for standard molar enthalpy. Delta F for formation, H, and this symbol is for standard. Regarding this standard enthalpy of formation, there is an important law that is called Hess law that you have to learn in this chapter, and based on Hess law, various numericals are there that you have to do. Today I will show you one numerical, otherwise you cannot understand the meaning of this, because if I don't apply Hess law in practical life, then you cannot understand. So first the definition, and then I will do one numerical, go through it, you will able to understand. What is Hess law? If a reaction takes place in several states, the reaction is not occurring in single state, reaction is occurring in several states, then its standard reaction enthalpy is the sum of the standard enthalpies of the intermediate reactions into which the overall reaction may be divided at the same temperature. Condition of temperature should be same. So this law states that if certain reaction is taking place in several states, then the standard reaction enthalpy is what? It is the sum of the standard enthalpies of all intermediate reaction into which the overall reaction may be divided. All the intermediate reaction, there may be some change in enthalpy of each intermediate reaction. So sum total of all those enthalpy change will give you the enthalpy of formation, and that is in case of 1 mole. So this is all about Hess law. All definitions you have to learn, that is very important. What is the meaning of Hess law? Now based on this definition, one numerical I am going to do. So now you will start the numerical. This is the numerical. So the numerical is calculate the enthalpy of formation of ethane from the following data. This is the data given to you. Actually here I am going to apply Hess law. So how to apply? For that I have given this question. For enthalpy of formation of ethane. Ethane you are how it is going to form from carbon and hydrogen. After reacting, ethane is going to form. And this is the data given to you, C plus O2, CO2 the enthalpy of formation is minus 393.5, H2 plus half O2 H2O. Enthalpy of formation is minus 285.8, C2H6 plus 7 by 2 O2, 2 CO2 plus 3 H2O. Enthalpy of formation is minus 1560 kilojoule. This is the question. Now you have to find out the formation of ethane using Hess law. I am just checking the question that the data is correct or not. Okay. So how to do is, first you have to find out what is the reaction for the formation of ethane. The required reaction for the formation of ethane, is 2C plus 3H2 gives you C2H6. This is the formation of ethane. Okay, ethane is C2H6. What is the enthalpy of this reaction, that you have to find out, and you have to use this data for finding the reaction. So I have to do the sum, but before doing I have to rub some portion because the sum is really more. So I have to write this data in a smaller form and then I can do it. So just wait. I have written the three data that is given to you: equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. Using these data you have to find out the formation of ethane, that is C2H6. Now here you cannot find anywhere C2H6 is there, here it is there. Okay. Actually in this kind of sum, more you will practice, it will get inside your mind. Inside your mind some trial and error method has to be done, and then practice will make you perfect. So how to calculate? I am multiplying 2 with equation 1. If I multiply 2 with equation 1, what I am going to get? Let us take it as equation 4 by multiplying 2 with equation 1. You write down it. I am not writing here, but you have to write while showing the sum, that multiplying 2 with equation 1 we are going to get. What we are going to get? 2C plus 2O2 will gives you 2CO2, and delta H will also change. So delta H will be, if you multiply 2 with this one, 2 5s are 10, 1 carry, 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7, 2 9s are 18, 2 3s are 6 plus 1 7. This kilojoule. Okay. So this is by multiplying 2 with equation 1. Now multiplying 3 with equation 2. By multiplying 3 with equation 2, what I am going to get? By multiplying 3 with equation 2, I am getting 3H2 plus 3 by 2O2. That gives me 3H2O. Okay, and delta H formation will also change. Multiply it by 3. So 3 8s are 24, 2 carry, 3 5s are 15 plus 2 17, 1 carry, 3 8s are 24 plus 1 25, 3 2s are 6 plus 2 8. So this one, that is multiplying equation 2 with 3. Now add these two equations. If you add, what you are going to get? You are going to get here 2C plus 3H2 plus, if you add this one, then you are going to get 7 by 2 O2, and here you are going to get 2 CO2 plus 3H2O after adding these two equations. So this will also be added, that is enthalpy of formation will also be added. So what you are going to get? 0.4 here, 0.4, then 7 plus 7 is 14, carry 1, So after adding equation 4 and 5, I am getting this one. Okay. Now what I have to do? I have to subtract equation 3 from this equation. Suppose this one is equation number 6. Okay. Now you have to write subtract equation 3 from equation 6. So subtraction I am doing. I am writing C2H6 plus 7 by 2 O2. Product is 2CO2 plus 3H2O, and delta H also I am writing here. Delta H equal to minus of 1560. So what I am doing? I am subtracting. If I am subtracting, that means all sign will change. This one will change, this one will change, and this one will also change. That means it will become plus. Now after subtraction, what I am getting? 7 by 2 O2 minus 7 by 2 O2 plus 2 CO2 minus 2 CO2 plus 3H2O minus 3H2O. So what is my final equation? 2C plus 3H2 minus C2H6 will give you nothing, that is 0. So I will take it in this side. Okay. And what is the delta H? Delta H equal to this one plus this one. That means this is plus plus, minus minus is plus. So this plus this one. So actually we will do subtraction. By subtraction the sign will be negative. So let us do subtraction. 0.4 here. So this one minus 84.4 kilojoule, and this side I am changing the equation as 2C plus 3H2. It gives you C2H6, and this is my required equation. Isn't it so? This is my required equation. In the beginning I told that formation of ethane. What is the equation? 2C plus 3H2 equal to C2H6. And here what I got, enthalpy of formation as minus 84.4 kilojoule. So your answer is enthalpy of formation of ethane is minus 84.4 kilojoule. How you got it? You have got it by applying Hess law. So here you have seen that I have done so many things. Multiplied equation 1 with 2, multiplied equation 2 with 3. Then I have added those equations. After adding whatever I got, I have subtracted equation 3 from that. So everything you have to write. So this calculation will come to your mind if you practice. Automatically you can find that which trial and error method I have to use. And some common questions are of course there in NCERT. Those common questions, so the more you will practice, it will get inside your brain. Thank you very much.